Hello, what's up? I'm Brian here doing another video for you guys, and this time we've got a lot to talk about with Blokees because they revealed the Galaxy Defender line, which is their smallest stuff. We've got the Galaxy version, which is their normal size stuff, and it's all associated with Transformers 1 in this wave. It's the second wave to associate with Transformers 1, and then we've got the Action Edition Soundwave, which is their tallest stuff. But in this, we're going to mainly talk about the Galaxy Defender Series 3. I managed to get the Galaxy Defender Series 2 thanks to Blokees, and they are really fun. I love their size, the build quality is pretty good, the paint job's, pretty nice, and yeah, I just think they're adorable. I definitely recommend getting a pack or two. I want to get that first wave. I got the second, so I definitely want to get the third one, especially considering what they're building up to. Anyways, let's go ahead and see what's in Wave 3. We've got Soundwave. Now, we actually had Soundwave in the previous wave, but it was the Brilliant, aka the Gold Soundwave, so now they're just re-releasing it as the full decoed version. Now, unfortunately, the blaster in his hand is not painted. It's just all blue, but considering the size, I'm fine with it. At least they painted the chest, which is very nice. He's got different colors for the eyes, and then he's got the mouth plate, so I think it looks pretty decent. But not only that, there's usually a chase variant, actually two different chase variants of two different characters. You're guaranteed at least one chase per box, but there is two different chase versions that are harder to get than the other chase versions. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at what those look like. So, Soundwave, we've got this Brilliant or Special type for Soundwave. This one actually comes with Ravage, which I thought was pretty cool, but you can see more of the paint apps. You can see that on the wrist, you can see the red, you can see more on the shins, and it's a more metallic deco, much like what they did with their Starscream, which I happen to have. That's my only chase variant of any Blokees thing. But yeah, I think that the deco here definitely looks a lot better, as it should. But not only that, we get a better type, or a more advanced, I guess, chase version. And this one, I guess, has a more deeper metallic blue. It's got more paint apps. It also comes with the Ravage, but also it comes with Laserbeak that perches on his shoulder. I was wondering why there was a peg on the back of Soundwave's gun, and I guess you're supposed to attach Laserbeak to that. But I thought that was really cool that you get the full set of him with a couple of his cassettes. So I definitely want to track that one down. Anyways, moving on, we also have Grimlock. This is the other one to get the chase variants, but the main Grimlock looks fine. I don't mind the gray. It's a lot like what we get with the Galaxy version figures, the normal sized ones. And we get the yellow chest. It's nicely printed. We got some red. I like that they were able to add the different colors in the shins. I think the shaping is good. I like the rounded shoulders. I love the head sculpt, and I love the fact that it comes with a transparent sword. All of it looks pretty good, but then we've got the Special Galaxy type. So it's a much more shinier version of Grimlock. You've got the blue eyes for this one, and the sword is what seems to be in red rather than transparent, so I kind of like that they're trying to make a variant of that. But yeah, the silver is just very nice and shiny. Definitely reminds me of what they did with the mainline stuff, the main Galaxy version stuff, because the first Grimlock had the silver variant as well. But not only that, we get the Special Chase version, which comes with Swoop as the entire backpack. So you know how Grimlock has the wings? Well, now that's Swoop, which I thought was kind of neat. Kind of an interesting way to make this a little more special compared to some of the other ones, because with a lot of these figures, with a lot of the main special ones, you get some sort of backpack, like the Optimus Prime came with something that referenced Transformers Cybertron. You could also see that the sword is transparent yellow, but there's an orange hue to the tip of it, so I thought that was pretty cool. And you actually get the other colored eyes for this version of Grimlock, so I thought that was pretty sweet. Anyways, taking a look at some of the other figures, we've got Skywarp. So Starscream was in the second wave, Thundercracker was in the first. So, of course, in the third wave, we're going to get Skywarp. Not too shabby here. You got the black, you got the purple. It looks like Skywarp. Moving on, we also get Hot Rod. And I thought this was a nice inclusion. I actually thought that Hot Rod would be in the main Galaxy wave, but no, instead they wanted to put him in the Defenders first, which I'm totally fine with. I like the paint application for the chest, the yellow flames. I like the orange torso, the gray legs. The head sculpt looks pretty good, and I love the fact that he does keep the spoiler rings on the back. I imagine that at some point in the future we might get a gold variant or a transparent variant. I could definitely see them doing a Shattered Glass or IDW variant of this. He comes with a gun, and then he also comes with the saw blade that can swap with the hand, so I thought that was pretty cool. Anyways, moving on, we also have a transparent Shockwave. This is probably the main reason why I want this wave. I love Shockwave, and look at this. It's very crystally. I love the transparent purple for the gun, the lighter tone. I love how the eye just kind of blends with it. I like the hose that attaches to the backpack. I think that this is the first version of Shockwave being introduced, and it's kind of like a hologram version of Shockwave. But he just looks really nice, very sparkly, and I like that. Anyways, moving on, we also have Megatron, so much like the much like the Soundwave, I should say, we got the brilliant version, which is the gold chase, or not chase, I'm messing up. It's just a gold version of Megatron. It's not like this chase exclusive variant, it's just in the main line that happens to be this brilliant gold, and I like it a lot. They managed to lighten up the fist for this image, but I'm pretty sure it's just the normal gold. I do like the fusion cannon on the side. I like the red eyes and the Decepticon logo at the front. Does he have the little swirly things like the G1 toy? I don't think he does, but it looks very nice. Anyways, moving on, I'm curious to see if we'll actually get gold variants of all the main leading Decepticons. Are we going to get a gold variant of Starscream? Anyways, for this image, I can only find it from the poster, but we do have Jazz coming in, which I thought was very nice. He does look really cool. You know, I like the black and the white. It kind of tones down the white. The head sculpt looks very nice. I like how they got the Porsche torso, and he does come with the megaphone speaker. I thought that was pretty awesome. I thought that he also came with the wings, because you can see that from the side, but no, that's just the foot of Grimlock on top there. So yeah, definitely excited for that. Moving on, we've got a Shine Glass variant of Optimus Prime. Now, this is not a surprise. First of all, Blokees does a lot of different variants and recolors. It's no surprise there. But in the original Galaxy mainline wave, they would constantly repaint that Optimus Prime, and they're doing the same thing here with the Galaxy Defender. So I imagine that in the next wave, we might see a Nemesis Prime, because we already have the Optimus. We got chase variants of the Optimus, and we already have the white Ultra Magnus, so it does make sense. I like the lighter gray for the gun. I like the red eyes and the green in the torso, but because we're getting the Optimus Prime again, they also decide to give us the truck mode. This is something they actually didn't do with the Ultra Magnus. It comes with a whole blaster piece on the back that's actually the drone from the trailer that just attaches there, and you can have any character on the back, and it's got handles so it can hold it. But I do like the color scheme with the purple and the green, and of course it's got the scratch mark on the window. So very nice. But moving on to that, we also have the vehicle modes for Scrapper, which I really do like. I do believe that the shovel will be able to move up and down, and that will make sense later. I'll talk about that in a second. But we also get Mixmaster, which looks very nice. I like how the entire barrel is purple. I like the silver at the front. I think the paint applications are just cartoony enough, but look very nice. And then we also have Long Haul here, which I like the black outlines at the front. I like that little dump truck design. And the main reason why we're getting these three is because coming up, we're supposed to get the rest of the parts to Devastator. I'm not entirely sure how that's going to be applied. I believe someone said that it's going to be some sort of Blokees exclusive type thing, so I'm not sure what's going on there, but you will be able to get a complete set for Devastator down the road, or at least it will be available in some degree, because you do have, with this, the first and second wave, all the vehicle components for Devastator, and they do have the ports. You can also detach them and be able to combine. So I thought that was a really awesome gimmick. I definitely need the first wave of the Blokees Defenders to get the last member, aside from this. But yeah, I like the fact that we got all the Constructicon vehicles. Even if I don't get the Devastator set, the Constructicon vehicles are pretty cool. Anyways, that is pretty much it. That is the Blokees Defenders wave. I keep messing up on my words. I deeply apologize for that. But this is the Blokees Defender wave. And what do you guys think? I think this is a solid wave. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and all those fun doodads. And I'll see you guys next time.